Today we're going to talk about the Martin Carryback capture system. Now, the Carryback capture system is what you see mounted to this vehicle. It's also known in the trade industry as a scavenger conveyor. Now, there are several types of these conveyors on the market. There's a vibratory type. B is a chain-driven type of unit, and then there's a unit like what you see here is driven by a hydraulic cylinder, and it's a ram type of unit. Now, scavenger conveyors, or this Martin Carryback capture system, its main use is in underground mining applications where there's a very short distance between your belt and the floor, so to speak. Now, any amount of carryback that would build up and get into your rollers and into the conveyor structure and cause problems, these units have been used to where you can mount it underneath your conveyor. The rams or the flights or whatever it may be would push that material into your hopper or bin or whatever wherever you want that carryback that's falling off the conveyor to go. Now, this particular unit is a modular unit. It's available in belt widths from 36-inch wide to 72-inch wide, and it's available in lengths of an 8-foot unit is what you see here, up to 24 feet in length. And the lengths change by just adding 4-foot modules to this unit. It's powered by a 230 460 volt 3-phase motor that runs a hydraulic cylinder. It's rated at 3,000 psi. This particular cylinder has a 4-foot stroke, and it's going to move these rams forward, pushing any material out to the end. When it reaches the end and the stop is set at 1,600 psi, so when it reaches that point, it automatically retracts. Now, when we turn this on, you're going to see how these blades will ride the length of their 4-foot module. They'll go underneath this keeper, and when the unit retracts, the blades themselves lift up and ride on the top rail, so you don't pull carryback back to where you started from in the first place, and it'll drop down into place. Now, this will cycle back and forth as many times as you want it, and it also has a speed adjustment, so I think we have it set at one pass is 30 seconds. You can set it to a whole wide range of settings in order to meet your particular needs. So go ahead and turn that on, Travis, and we'll let it process. Again, that's one pass. We are pushing 2 blades with this cylinder, and as you can see, it only moves 4 feet, gets to the end of its stroke, and then retracts all by itself. Now, like I said, we just add. If you want to add to this unit, the base unit comes as an 8-foot, just like you see here, and you can add on up to 24 feet. Now, to make it as a system, we also offer a series of belt cleaners. You can see a series of Martin Engineering secondary belt cleaners that are mounted to this particular unit. We have brackets that will mount on the unit itself, or the cleaners can also be installed traditionally onto the stringer of the conveyor belt. A couple of features or a couple of things to note. You only need 13 inches of clearance from where this unit would sit on the ground to where the ram sits on top. So you got 13 inches of clearance. The plates are available in standard mild steel, or you can request the stainless steel bed plates. All the plates in between are gasketed, so you're not going to be raining material down on anyone. If this unit can be mounted on the ground, like I spoke of earlier, it can also be mounted underneath the conveyor belt. Now, in typical applications, you're going to run parallel to the conveyor belt, as you would see here, but there's also times where you could run it 90 degrees, you could run it at an angle. It's basically a system to where you want the carryback that falls off the conveyor as it falls from the secondary cleaners is captured in an area, and it's moved to wherever you would want it to move to. You know, it reduces your manual cleanup time. It reduces. It's got safety concerns when you're walking underneath a conveyor belt to do any of the cleanup, as well as all the problems that the stacked up carryback gives to conveyors when it gets into the moving components.